Hello and welcome to Rathods IS Academy. Today in this session we are going to see current affairs of 4th November 2024. So let's get started with our discussion. And there are like 6 to 7 articles in our today's newspaper which are relevant from our examination point of view. We are going to see all those articles in this class. Okay, so first I want to show you one interesting image, guys. So see this image. So this image, it is about river which is flowing, but on this river there is some foam that you can see. So can you guess which river is this? Yes, you are right, that is river Yamuna. So why these people are cleaning this foam on this river now? Because this season we are going to celebrate this Chat Puja. So because of this, these people are going for cleaning of at least this toxic foam on this river. So here there is a high chance of getting question regarding this river Yamuna, and as well as you may also get question regarding this Chat Puja. Okay, CHHATH. So first keyword is Chat Puja and second keyword is river Yamuna. First keyword is Chat Puja and second keyword is river Yamuna. So what are the dimensions that you have to see? So here this topic, it is from your art and culture from your GS paper 1, and this comes under your chapter of festivals. And there is a high chance of getting your prelims based question on this Chat Puja. Okay, so here you have to know some basic facts regarding this Chat Puja. So here in this puja, which idol will be get like worshipped, and what are the days we will be celebrating this, and during which month we will be celebrating this. So see those important facts. And next one here is river Yamuna. So from GS paper 1 under geography, you will be seeing this topic under drainage system. In India, drainage system is divided into two types. First one is Himalayan river system and second one is peninsular river system. In this Himalayan river system, you will be referring three important rivers. So first one is river Indus, second one is river Ganga, and next one is river Brahmaputra. And peninsular, we are dividing again these rivers into two types. First one is east flowing rivers, next one is west flowing rivers. So these east flowing rivers finally joins this Bay of Bengal, and west flowing rivers join Arabian Sea. So here Yamuna system is very important, and you have to know where it is originated and which are the tributaries of this river Yamuna, and if there are any dams which are located on that river, you have to know all those things. Okay, and now let us see some facts regarding this. What exactly the reason behind this pollution in this river Yamuna? So this pollution topic you will be reading even in your science and technology and environment and ecology point of view. So whenever you are seeing any image in your paper which is relevant to our syllabus, try to see that. So if you see what are the reasons for the pollution in Yamuna river, the first one is domestic wastewater. So whatever the waste water which is generated in our households, we are directly releasing into this river Yamuna. And next one is industrial effluents. If there is any industry or factory on this banks of this river, so they will be releasing directly these waste into this river. And this one is idol immersion. So you know about this Ganapati festival and as well as Durga Mata puja like that. So after once the puja had been done, so those idols will be immersed in the water. So this is also one source of pollution. And next one is pesticide residue. So all of you might be knowing that in our agriculture we are using pesticides. So excess pesticides will be run off and they will be joining this river nearby rivers or water bodies. So this is also one important reason for the pollution. And next one here is untreated sewage. So drainage is not properly treated and that is directly released into the rivers. So these are the major reasons for the pollution in this river Yamuna. And if you see some more important facts regarding this pollution of this river Yamuna, most of the pollution occurs in NCR, that is National Capital Territory region, especially the places where this river flows. and 2% of river length flows through the Delhi, yet the entire city is responsible for about 76% of pollution load in the river. So just 2% of river stretch which is flowing in this national capital territory region, but 76% of total pollution load which is seen in this region. Then you can estimate how the pollution is increasing in this metropolitan cities. So for this, here we are going for even river rejuvenation projects as well. Especially in these projects, we are focusing on restoring of natural flow and as well as health of the river, which has been damaged due to human activities like waste dumping, pollution, etc. So why we have to go for this rejuvenation of these polluted rivers? So the first important point you have to remember is, so whenever we are going for rejuvenation, it will be very much helpful for restoring of our natural habitats of plants, animals, and even it will be promoting biodiversity, and even this rejuvenation will be helpful for providing of drinking water and as well as irrigation facilities. And even whenever we are keeping our rivers clean, obviously it will be improving our tourism sector, and it will be also improving the livelihoods of the people. It will also improve the local economy, and even it will be helpful for controlling of floods, and even it will be helpful for reducing the damage caused by them. So now let us see about some facts regarding this Chhath Puja. So if you say this Chhath Puja, it is an important Hindu festival and is celebrated in states like Bihar, UP, Jharkhand and West Bengal. And this festival is dedicated to Lord God Surya and even his wife Usha and even his sister Shashti Devi. Okay, so this is very very important. It is related to sun god and sun family. And if you say the most unique feature of this Chhath Puja is there will be no Murti Puja, that is, there is no idol worship at all. It is very, very important. So, normally in Hindu religion, if you see any festival, they will be going for idol worship. But this Chhath Puja is the only festival in this Hindus, there will be no idol worship. It is very important. And this festival is celebrated in the months of October and November, especially after this Diwali festival. Okay, and it will be celebrated for 4 days. Normally people will be going for bath in river, so because of this they are going for cleaning of this river Yamuna. Clear? And now let us see the next article. Title says mixed bag for Supreme Court Collegium as many judicial appointments are delayed. So the key word in this article here is collegium system. Keyword is collegium system. So this topic you will be reading in your GS paper 2 under polity. So under which topic? Under judiciary. So in judiciary in India, we have three type judicial system. Top court we have Supreme Court, which is apex court of our country, and we have high courts, which are the highest courts in the state, and we have district courts or subordinate courts at the district level. So this collegium is related to appointment and transfer of judges of Supreme Court and as well as High Courts. So remember this point, it is focusing on two important things. First one is appointment of judges plus even transfer of judges. Appointment and transfer. So what are the dimensions that you have to see? So the first important dimension you have to see is what is this collegium system? So what is this collegium system? Whether it is a constitutional body or not. So actually this collegium system came into birth by judges' cases, but there is no constitutional backup of this collegium system. And you have to see members of this collegium system. And you have to see why we came back. So we came up with 99th Constitutional Amendment Act, that is NJAC. Okay, a National Judicial Appointments Committee to appoint these judges of Supreme Court and High Court. But here our Supreme Court made this NJAC as unconstitutional and null and void. And again, we came back to this collision system. So you have to see what are the reasons why we came back to this collision system. That is very important thing. And next important point you have to focus is what are the challenges we are facing. So one important challenge is there is delay in appointment of these judges. So because of this, now the present article is in use. See here the word delayed. Judicial appointments are delayed. Okay, just go through your Lakshmi Kant book and open your Supreme Court. So in that Supreme Court chapter, in the first page, front and back, you will be seeing about this Collier system and as well as NJSC Act, and you can see like different judges' cases as well. So if you go through that, then you can get a clear picture of this Supreme Court collegium. And even one more thing that you have to focus is, apart from your book, you have to see what are the challenges faced by this Supreme Court collegium. On these challenges, you may get a prelims on mains based question. Okay, see this next article. Villagers join hands against illegal sand mining along Assam Meghalaya border. So what is this article talking about? The keyword is illegal sand mining. So regarding this illegal sand mining in 2019, there was a prelims based question, guys. Okay, so don't think that this topic is present only for means. So UPSC can ask question anywhere. So because of this, we can say this UPSC is very highly unpredictable examination. Okay, let us see the keyword. Keyword is illegal. Keyword is illegal sand mining. So from which subject you can see this? From GS paper 1 under geography, you will be studying this topic called as resources. So from resources, you can see this sand as one important resource. And from GS paper 3, environment and ecology, this is very, very important because whenever we are going for sand mining illegally, it will be having lots of negative impact on our environment. It will be having lots of negative impact on our environment. So you have to see what is the impact that we can see. And next from this area, you have to see about what are the measures can be taken to control this illegal sand mining and to protect our environment and ecology. And next important thing here is GS paper 2 under society. So how community can helpful, how community can be helpful to tackle this kind of illegal activities, because if you see the title of this article, it is saying that villagers are joining hands against this illegal sand mining. So whenever you are writing any case study in your ethics regarding illegal activities, for example, it may be like human trafficking or child trafficking or sand mining or illegal mining of anything, illegal mining or anything in case. So you can at this point, like we can take the help of community. Community plays a very important role. So for that, you can add this case, this article as an example that recently villagers, they joined hand against this illegal sand mining along this Assam Meghalaya border. Okay, so why these people are protesting against the sand mining? So here this article is even talking about one important species, that is Gangetic dolphin. So this Gangetic dolphin, it is a freshwater dolphin which mainly seen in this river Ganges. So actually whenever we are going for this illegal sand mining, it will be having impact on the water of that so-and-so river, that is having negative impact on this animal species, that is Gangetic dolphin as well. So here you have to know about even some facts regarding this Gangetic dolphin, which is protected under Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. It is one important prelims fact. Okay, now let us see this article in detail and let us dig deep inside this article. So villagers from Assam and Meghalaya, they have united against illegal sand mining along the border. Along this Assam and Meghalaya border, so villagers are fighting against this illegal sand mining. So they are expressing concerns about the environmental impact. So if they are going for illegal sand mining, as I said, will be having the negative environmental impacts that will be having threats to their livelihood as well. And because of this, now various local organizations, they are participating in the rally and you are highlighting issues like, so please note down this. So what will be the environmental impacts, negative impacts? The first one is riverbank erosion. Next one is there may be habitat destruction for aquatic life. So here in aquatic life, you can write about this Gangetic dolphin. And next one is collusion. So there is the collusion between minors and as well as officials. So that is the nepotism and red tape is in that we can see. And this point you can give in ethics as well. Okay, so now here community are saying that many a times previously the complaints are made, but there is no proper action which is taken to combat this issue. So because of this, here villagers they directly doing rally. Okay, so if you see some key points, the first important point is unity among communities. So whenever we can see the collaboration between villagers from Assam and as well as Meghalaya, which showcases that yes, now we are having a significant community response to the shared environmental threat. So this word is very important. So whenever you are dealing with this issue of shared environmental threat, community participation is very important. So shared environment threat is nothing but if illegal sand mining is happening in anywhere, so it will be having impact not only in that region but even other region. That is the meaning of shared environmental threat. So now here we can understand about even cross-border cooperation in addressing illegal activities. So whenever any illegal activities is happening, so we need to have the cooperation, collaboration between the communities which are present in the different states. So it is one of the examples. So now the communities of Assam and as well as Meghalaya, they are coming forward to fight against this illegal sand mining. And next one here is environmental degradation. So illegal sand mining is not just a local issue, but it will be having even far-reaching consequences on our ecosystem. Like that will cause us river bed erosion. So that may cause impact on the aquatic habitats. So because of this entire ecosystem and entire biodiversity which is present in that region can be get impacted because of this sand mining. So why? Because whenever you are having sand, what happens? So it will be helpful for filtration and even it will be helpful for more percolation of water. If we are removing this sand from this layer of soil, what happens? There will be no percolation of water into insides. So that will be impacting your groundwater table as well. And what happened? There will be no filtration of water. So because of this, the river pure water will be getting affected. Okay, so what is the economic impact? So here the livelihoods of local communities, they are getting affected by this illegal sand mining because it is not only affecting agriculture because it disturbs the local economies. So what happens? How this agriculture will be getting affected? So whenever we are removing this excess amount of sand or whenever we are going for illegal sand mining, so there will be no percolation of groundwater. So whenever there is no groundwater, can we go for proper agriculture? No. So this is the one important thing. So for this, we need a very healthy reward system. And next important point here is government accountability. So the perceived inaction or complicity of government officials, which highlights that we need more accountability. We need answerability. Why these people are not taking any action, despite of many a times these communities are giving complaints. So we need stronger enforcement. Enforcement is nothing but giving punishment if they are not following this environmental protection laws to combat illegal mining effectively. And we need to focus on wildlife conservation as well, especially we are focusing on protection of Schedule 1 animals which are listed under this Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. So one such animal which is living here is Gangetic dolphin. Okay, it is also called as blind dolphin, which will be seen only in the fresh water. So if the water is getting polluted, the number of this Gangetic dolphin will be get decreased. So because of this Gangetic dolphin is also used as indicator of the water. And even now we can understand about this community mobilization. So whenever these people are going for rally and as well as joint complaints, they are showing that yes, there is increasing of awareness and even people they are starting mobilized. Okay, mobilized to indicate the grassroots movements and they can influence local governance and as well as environmental policies as well. So here this article is saying that we need a proper sustainable practices as well. So especially we need to go for sustainable resource extraction practices, and we have to focus on ecological balance and as well as community well-being, and we have to ensure that local needs are met without compromising on environment. So these are some important key points that are given in this article. So now let us see some facts regarding the sand mining. So even today I gave you a mains question regarding the sand mining itself. So there I asked about what is the sand mining issues and measures. So if you listen this properly, then you can easily write an answer without referring any source. So what is the sand mining? Sand mining is nothing but we are going for removing of this natural sand and sand resources from the natural environment. So it may be from terrestrial or it may be from rivers or any coastal areas or any marine areas. We are going for extraction of valuable minerals, metals, crushed stones, sands or gravel, etc. Okay, so because of this, it will be having lots of consequences on our environment. The first one is it will causes erosion as well as disruption of habitat which is present there. So it is not said by me, but even Geological Survey of India itself is saying that unregulated sand mining, which leads to the alteration of river beds, it will leads to increased erosion. It also leads to the changes in channel morphology and even disruption of aquatic habitats. And next important point here is it will leads to increased amount of flooding and as well as increased sedimentation as well. And even as I said, there is no percolation of groundwater into the soil, so there will be decreasing of groundwater depletion as well. And even it will be causing loss of biodiversity which is present in that region as well. Okay, so these were the some negative consequences of sand mining. Okay, see this article. Experts flag prevalence of AI use among students, say sensitization is necessary. So actually the problem here is if you go to school and if you remember your school days, so your teacher might be giving you assignments. For example, math teacher in exercise, in any exercise, we will be having number of questions. So they will be not teaching each and every question. So they will be teaching two or three and they will be giving you the homework. So in the same way, now what happened because of advancements in our science and technology, there is a new problem which is arised now. So students are relied on this chat GPT or other AI based tools to complete their assignments. So because of this is the news. So whenever you are writing about AI and its demerits or disadvantages, you can add this article as a case study. Okay, so here you may get a question. Yes, using of AI, it is good, right? So students will be also getting less burden on doing this homework, so they will be completing their homework on time. But the problem here is without conceptual learning, they are going for just copying of what is AI is saying, and whatever sometimes ChatGPT is giving, that will be not correct. So this is the problem. So this article you can see from your science and technology from GS paper 3. Okay, let us see context why it is a news. Experts and parents, they are increasingly concerned about the prevalence of AI tools like ChatGPT among students, which led to lack of understanding of basic concepts. So now, for example, earlier, whenever before this ChatGPT era, so whenever any teacher or any lecturer who gave any assignment, so if you want to do that, at least you have to know the conceptual understanding. So if you don't know that, you will be trying to understand that concept and you will be trying to write that assignment. But now here, if you type that, everything will be coming on the screen and you will be copying and you will be submitting. So now there is no proper understanding of basic concepts. So it is one cause of concern of this using of AI. So here this article is saying that many students, they rely on AI for assignments with little comprehension of the subject matter. So now teachers, they are often unaware of this reliance and prompting calls for better integration of AI in education. And they are saying that we need to have more learning rather than just depending on this chat GPT. So if you see some key terms or key things that you have to focus is AI dependency among the students. So now everyone is having their own mobiles And in their mobiles, if they are opening Google and if you are just typing chat GPT, everything will come. And if you are giving your question, and even there is an option of saying your voice, right? uh, so if you are saying, even if they don't know spelling how to type that, they can on this and they can read what they want. So actually, students, they are prioritizing their convenience rather than doing hard work. Okay, so that is leading to the superficial learning, only upwards. They are, for the namesake, they are completing the assignments. If they ask anything, they will not return say anything about that concept. So that is an example of superficial learning. So this trend, which is posing a risk to foundational knowledge, which can affect long-term academic performance and critical thinking. So if they are using this AI tools and if they are doing their assignments, so can they ensure critical thinking? Will they think more? No. It will be affecting their academic performance as well. They easily rely on these AI tools. And next one here is, many educators, even teachers, they don't know about how to use this chat GPT, but students are very much advanced and compared to that of teachers. So it is also one problem now. So training teachers on this AI is very, very helpful to address this challenge. So if the teachers, they don't know, if they are from a very poor background, if they are from village background, if they don't know about how to use these tools, then whatever the work done by students, they will appreciate them, they'll give the gifts, everything, but they don't know, like, they use this chat GPT and did this work. So because of this, even now educators, especially trainers, they need to get the training in this chat GPT as well. So whenever we are training these teachers in this AI, that will help them to incorporate these tools effectively into their curriculum, and based on that, they can change their learning environment. And next one here is, parental involvement is very crucial. So parents, they play a very important role in monitoring their children. Like whenever they are doing any assignments, we have to ensure that they are not using ChatGPT, or we should not allow them to use them. So try to make them think critically. Okay. And we have to even engage parents in discussions about this AI tools, like in teach and parent meetings. So just not ask about the marks. So just say how your kid is behaving in your home. So how he will be completing your assignments, whether they are using mobiles or not, whether they are reading books or not. So in that way, we need to have the proper conservation, and teachers need to give information to the parents about this AI tools. And we need to come up with the new assessment strategies as well. And next one here is, AI as an educational tool. So if you are integrating it properly, so yes, by using this AI, we will be having lots of advantages, but we have to use it in a right way. So that is the thing which mainly said. And even educators need to focus on teaching students, teaching students of how to use this AI responsibly and effectively, not for completing of only assignments. And we need to focus on awareness and as well as sensitization. So teachers need to be get aware, parents need to be get aware, and children need to be get aware about how we have to use this AI responsibly and as well as ethically, rather than the children, they are becoming dependent on this AI tools. Okay, so see this article. Tamil Nadu train accident, police file case of negligent driving. So again, there is one more train accident. So can you tell me any terminology that you have to see regarding this train accidents? What are the dimensions you have to think? Come on. What are the dimensions you have to see? You have to say about what are the reasons for this train accident. So what is the main reason for this train accident? Okay, we are using very old railway tracks. Next, they are not capable with the speed now we are using now. Yeah, signals. Next. Yes, human errors. Next, covered system is not installed. Only 2% of trains had been installed with this covered system. And you can write about European system that we are going to move towards. Okay, so all these things that you have to revise, and it is a very old topic. And see this article. First science result from Aditya L1 ISRO Sun mission is out. What is the keyword? Aditya L1. So what is this Aditya L1? It is solar mission. Okay, what is this L1 is about? Why the L1 is there? What is this L1? So how many Lagrange points are there? 4. 5, 6, 7, 3. We have 5. L1, L1, L2, L3, L4 and L5. We have 5 language points. So why we have to keep this Aditya mission on L1 only? Okay, next. So why we are keeping in this kind of solar missions under this Lagrange points only because so we can maintain proper gravitational force of Earth and as well as Sun. Okay, it will be not affecting the satellite anymore. So because of this, we are keeping there. Okay, when we launched this Aditya L1, ah, when we launched this Aditya L1 recently, okay, finally we got one report from this Aditya L1. So because of this is in news. And here you may get a main question regarding this Aditya L1 for sure in your science and technology for 10 marker question mostly. Okay, now let us see this article in detail. What are the highlights of this first result? So the first scientific results from this India's Aditya L1 mission had been released. So it had been launched in September 2023, and actually it revealed information regarding this coronal mass ejection from sun. Okay, and the data it had been used here is visible emission line coronagraph. By using this coronagraph, it released it or it came up with this coronal mass ejection data. So if you see here some important points from this article here is, so this coronal mass ejections, they are most powerful explosions in our solar system. So we have to understand them so that we can see like what will be the impact of this coronal mass ejections on our communications. Because of whatever the solar flares and solar winds that we are getting from sun, it will be having impact on satellites. Satellites will be getting destroyed by this. So we have to know about this, like how frequency. So what is the strength of that wind? So it will be crossing this line or not. So whether it is affecting the, which kind of satellite, everything the data we need to have. So that will be very helpful for understanding the dynamics of our solar winds and flares. And next one here is, so this technology, visible emission line coronagraph, it is a pivotal instrument that is mainly used for identifying and analyzing our solar phenomena. So especially we can focus on significant advancements in our solar observation technology if we are success in this. And next one here is we can also have now capability for prediction as well. So based on this space science technologies. And next one here is we can also have like collaboration with other things like ISRO and as well as AIAP, so that we can also go for astrophysics research and as well as technology. And even we can understand the thermodynamic properties like how much heat that is coming from this coronal mass ejection, etc., so that we can determine the source of the regions of the sun where it is getting that much heat, etc. And next one here is, yes, when we are having this kind of data, we can go for long-term monitoring of this research in the solar physics region. Okay, see this article. First Asian Buddhist Summit in New Delhi from tomorrow. So this article is very, very important. It is about first Buddhist summit in Asia. So actually, whenever we are going with this kind of events, it will be helpful for our foreign policy as well. So here it is talking about Asian. So it is entirely the Asian countries are going for this Buddhist summit. So can we see any foreign policy of India regarding this Asia? So we have East Asia policy and Act East Asia. Okay. So these are the foreign policies will be getting benefited by this kind of first Asian Buddhist summit that is going to be conducted in India itself. So if you see some important details, so Government of India along with the collaboration with international Buddhist confederations, so we are holding this first Asian Buddhist summit. And the theme of this is role of Buddha Dharma in strengthening Asia. So it is one of the important manifestation on which our India's activist policy is based on. Okay, so it is focusing on especially collective, inclusive, spiritual development of Asia. So it is mainly under this Union Culture Ministry. Okay, and every year remember this, there will be no question paper in your UPSC without this Buddhism or Jainism. So you have to be very much thorough with these two topics. Okay, see this next article. The BRICS summit boost to India-Iran ties. So what is the keyword? Keyword is India-Iran ties. So what is happening between India and Iran? Whether we are having good relations or bad relations? Good relations. So how much amount of crude oil we are importing from this Iran? We made our imports to zero because of this Katsa fear, right? So now here we are going to have this BRICS from October 22nd. Sorry, this BRICS had been done in October 2022 to 24. So because of this summit, now we are revitalizing our India-Iran ties. So what are the important points that are given in this article? We have to know that. So especially when you are reading about Iran, you have to remember the projects which are developed by India in Iran. What is that project? Chabahar port. So you have to know about the relevance of Chabahar port now, like how we are using the Chabahar port to reach the Central Asian countries like Afghanistan. Okay, now let us see this article. So at this recent 16th BRICS summit in Kazan between Indian Prime Minister and Iran President, which highlighted that we are revitalizing our India-Iran ties, particularly in light of this Iran's current situation of this Gaza conflict. As you all know that Israel-Gaza issue is going on and Iran is supporting whom? So who are these Houthis? Houthis. Houthis or Iran backed groups. So they are attacking the ships which are moving in this Indian Ocean. So recently India also tried to stop that piracy in this Indian Ocean region, right? So in this Israel-Gaza conflict, actually, these are the people, they are supporting the war. So because of this, if you see, whenever India wants to improve this relationship with this country, indirectly India will be also including in that war, right? So recently we studied that India is also sending some weapons to Israel. Yes or no? So here on another side, we are focusing on peace agreement between Russia and Ukraine. On another side, we are sending these weapons to this Israel. So is that right? No, right? And even Iran is also supporting this Israel. So again, we are having a two meeting point here. Okay, so now let us see what is this article is saying, that how we can improve our relationship. So first one here is we are focusing on strengthening of our civilizational ties. So we are having historical bond between India and Iran. Okay, and we are focusing on especially improving of our diplomatic relations and as well as economic relations, especially in this region. And if you see the diplomatic role played by India in this Middle East is like especially for regional stability and as well as enhancing of our global standing, India needs to play a very important role in this Middle East region. And even we are developing this Chabahar port. So whenever this Chabahar port operationalization is started, means it will be enhancing our India's trade routes. So whenever we are getting trade routes which are coming into picture, means obviously we will be getting some alternative to the Strait of Hormuz, so that we can ensure our energy security and as well as we can ensure our increasing of our trade, increasing of economy, increasing of maritime commerce, etc. So all these things are very important. And even now we can get some energy, that is like oil and as well as gas from this Iran, so that yes, we can also divert our crude oil suppliers. And next one here is this Iran is also very important for maintaining of our military cooperation, like we can go for joint military exercises and as well as information sharing as well, so that we can enhance our defense capabilities, especially against some common threats, especially terrorism, etc. And even we can focus on this infrastructure development like Chabahar, Jahedan railway and as well as gas pipeline projects. So it will be very helpful for regional connectivity and as well as humanitarian aid to this Afghanistan. And even we are having some challenges when we are going for improving of relationship with Iran. So we may attract under this Katsa. So recently we are also like sending some technology for this Russia, which can be used for dual purpose like civil and as well as nuclear purpose. So for that itself, 19 entities of India, they had been got banned, right? So on this event, India has been silent to maintain good relationship, right? So in the same way, if you are going for improving of relationship, again there may be a cause of concern of banning of Indian entities. Okay, so these are some challenges that you have to remember. So these are the important topics that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. So by this I'm concluding. Thank you so much for watching, and please do like this class and please do share this class to your friends. Thank you guys.